Good morning. Welcome to the Harvard Club. Get ready to have all kinds of shaky camera work, labored breathing, clicking, clacking of shoes. There's our house. $519,000. The best deal going. Here's the lakefront. Spangler on the other side. You can see it's similar to the Harvard Club, and also similar to the Congress Club. I mean, that house there that I'm looking at might as well be in the Congress Club with the same style. Here's the I don't know how well this is coming out because it's a little bit dark, but here's the stream I'm talking about. There's the neighbor's dog. I better stay there. But by virtue of hearing the dog bark, it is unlike the Harvard Club in that pets are allowed. So that guy there has a dog who's barking at me, but not very threateningly. So here's the lakefront. I mean, you can see how close these houses are to the lake. Our house is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off the lake. 5 off the lake. 5th house from the water. I would guess. Look at this beautiful house here. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a stroke looking at it. I would guess so. You see the house there that's to the left of the picture. There's a blue house there. There's a white house next to it. Our house is the next one behind that. So this little bridge, little pathway there leads from the house down to here. And then there's just very basic lakefront. We have a big lawn area here that's still water swept from all the rain we had yesterday. Speaking of the rain we had yesterday, we had a lot of rain yesterday morning, Thursday morning, and this my new listing had a little bit of dampness in the basement, but hardly any. It was wet, obviously, to the touch, but it wasn't like there was pooling water down there, which is pretty good for a house that hasn't been occupied most of this year. And after probably a rain that dropped 1.5 inches or so in about 40 minutes. So it was good. Sorry about the shaking. I'm not a videographer. So here's the shore path. So you can see if I would have walked that direct from the house down to the pier here, I would have probably spent 30 seconds doing so or less. I mean, it's right on top of the lake. Here's their path. Here's their little thing that says Belvidere Park, established 1875, which means what I read this morning online and wrote about 1869 was wrong. Sorry. Here's the looking back. There's 2 lakefront houses on this side, which would be the south side. Well, kind of more like the west side, but Central Park area here. A couple of nice benches that are here. Lakefront house on this side. But 23 cottages in all share this lakefront. Here's the swim pier here. That's an old school ramp right there. It's not full of wave runners and fancy, surf paddle boards that people do now. It's just, some old fishing boats, a sunfish, a couple old towns. Not O-Town, I said Old Town. So here's the rules. See if you can stomach that. Only available to members. Swim only in authorized areas. Swimmers 7 and younger must be accompanied by an adult. No running or pushing, so no animals on swim pier. No glass containers. So sorry if everybody needed glass containers. Here's what they call the baby pier. It's just kind of a platform pier. There's a couple other private piers over there. Looks like 3. Those are privately owned. This is the main swim pier though, that I'm walking on now. It's got a really cool old school high dive platform there. The lake, according to what I've heard from my father and others, lake used to have a bunch of these high dive platforms, and several of them were higher than this. The fact that this remains is really, really cool. If you don't agree, I don't know what to tell you. It's neat. So here's the baby pier again, swim pier that I'm on. Here's the boating pier. There's not enough slips. Apparently there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 12 slips for 23 cottages. So the slips are on a waiting list. I've been told there are buoys available, which I'm looking out here. I see one open buoy right now, so that must be. I will 2 swim rafts. This one needs a little love. That one's a little better. But you can see they have chairs down here. Fontana, if this is windy in the camera, I'm sorry. But Fontana, the village of, is right down there. Probably by the short path to walk down to Fontana, to walk to Chuck's and Gordy's and all that, is probably a 10-minute walk. Maybe not quite even, probably less. So anyway, swimming pier, boating piers. Here's the lakefront. It's just a super cool place. I don't know what to tell you. It's just rare to be in here. I feel a little bit like I'm trespassing. I feel like I'm going to get yelled at because they're not exactly used to having realtors in here, and particularly not realtors like me that wear jeans and look more like the landscaper than the realtor. But it's I didn't mean that as an offense to landscapers. Here's the path. They have this kind of a crushed limestone path here. That's what they have for their lakefront path. Here's this little brook I told you about. These are old. This bridge is old. These are old bridges. Isn't that cool though? That path, that stream, just beautiful. Flows like that all the time. If you want to know why Geneva is such a clear lake, you just have to look at the water that goes into it, and it's clear. Compare that with the tributaries that flow through cities into Lake Michigan. You'll sort of see why I hate that lake. But here we are, the Belvidere Park Association cottage for $519. It's a deal. It'll sell this weekend. If you want to buy it, please call me. See you later.